we're still here today. Jerry around and know that God's love paves the way. Whether brand new rings or the lines on your face, we're finding grace in the sacred place. We laugh when it's hard and we fight there too, cause God's got a plan for me and you. We're keeping it H-O-T, honest, open, transparent, you see. Bridging hearts, baby, where love's supposed to be. From the vows we set to the dreams we chase, we're building forever in God's embrace. So, bridging hearts. From the kitchen table talks to the prayers late at night, we know love's a battle, but we're still holding tight. Got a card game to spark up the flame again. Reignite the fire with your lifelong friend. Love is a gift, oh, straight from above.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. We want to thank you guys for joining us on this morning. Welcome to another session of Bridging Hearts, Marriage on Purpose.
Yep.
Where we dive into live conversation regarding love, trust, and marriage. We know that this morning, this couple that we have joining us this morning is an outstanding couple. We really love this couple. We know that you're truly going to get some information and some clarity regarding marriage, relationship, trust, and all of that rolled into one. It's going to be an outstanding conversation on this morning.
Yep. So, hi, I'm Rhonda Jackson.
And we're your hosts, like we said. I'm Jerry. This is Rhonda Jackson.
Good morning, everyone.
It's been a rough morning. You know, we're getting started early this morning, so be patient with us. Know that this is going to be an outstanding. It's going to make up for it, the conversation.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make up for it. But listen, if you're on, make sure you like, you share, you comment. You can ask any questions, and everyone will be more than happy to answer your questions. But please do us a favor, like and share. Go over to Bridging Hearts. Follow us on Bridging Hearts on Facebook and or YouTube, or both. But please follow us on YouTube. We up to 51 subscribers. Yay! So yeah, we want you to just follow us on YouTube, okay? So without further ado, we're going to bring up this next couple, and they are so popular. I'm sure everybody knows them, right? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
That's like I said, everybody knows. So this is the Cobles, Meghan and Arthur Coble. Good morning.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good morning, Jacksons.
So we're so happy to have you on this morning. We call it our hot seat. So we're happy to have a hot seat on this morning. And you all, if y'all don't know, can I tell them a secret? I guess everybody that knows them probably already know that these are my cousins.
Yes.
Meghan was actually my first cousin. And
Yes.
I'm just so happy to have them on. I know some things about them, especially about Meghan, but I'm sure I don't know anything pertaining to their marriage. So all this is going to be new to us as well, okay? Okay.
On your seatbelt.
Right. Seatbelts fastened.
Yes. But I know it's going to be an exciting time, though. I know, it's that the information that we're going to receive today from the both of you, I know it's going to be helpful in every situation, even helping us.
Mm-hmm.
I know that through this conversation, that there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be spoken, that's going to be said, that's going to enhance other people's relationships, their marriages, and
that's
how
what
they
it's
grow.
about.
So that's what it's all about. So we really appreciate you taking the time out.
Okay, so now let's spill the tea. Okay. So how did you two meet, and who made the first move?
You got.
Okay, so we actually met from another one of our cousins.
Let's use names.
No. We met from another one of our cousins.
On our side, maybe?
Yeah. You know her very well.
Okay.
She was going on a date with his cousin, and they needed a ride.
Okay.
So his cousin asked if he could be their ride. So he said the only way he was going to be the ride is if she brought somebody for him. And that
Oh,
was me.
okay.
Okay.
But
Wow.
they had to send a picture first.
Yeah.
I want they matter of fact, it was she gave me her MySpace account.
this
As
is
to
a
let you know
long
how
time
long
ago.
ago. And
No.
I clicked on and there she was. I said, okay, we can do this.
He first talked about how big my forehead is and how big my teeth are.
It was attractive. Don't forget your eyes. They're big too. That was beautiful. I mean, those were all the things that attracted me to her.
Yeah.
Right.
And
There you
but
go.
when it comes down to the first move,
Yeah.
What you mean? We'll clarify first move.
yeah, what
Clarify
kind
first.
of move?
Who initiated the
The
relationship? The relationship.
Oh, the relationship. I'll probably say it was probably more of a
Kind of like a mutual
mutual
thing.
thing. Yeah.
I think we were kind of both ending relationships and kind of trying to come back to self, and just happened to stumble upon this blind date, and we kind of just came together.
To keep it all the way real, when I met her, I probably wasn't worth 2 cents.
Okay.
But I mean, as far as being a man and exactly how to treat a woman or just streets is where I was. Put it like that. I wasn't really giving God my attention at that point in time.
Okay.
But in the conversation of us while we were sitting at the table, I distinctly remember her bringing up God.
Okay. Of
And
course.
okay,
Yeah.
this is gonna be something deeper than just the typical meet and greet. So
Yeah.
I think it was at that point I really sat down and opened my ears and started paying attention.
Okay. So how long has it been since you've been married, I should say?
We are coming up on 16
16.
years of marriage.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah.
16 years, January
Oh.
2nd. But we're only still coming up on 16 and 3 months of knowing each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
Wait.
only knew each other for 3 months before we got married.
Married.
Oh wow. That's
I met her in October and we were married in January.
Are you serious? So what
Yeah, she
made
took a-
you know that this was the one? I'm sorry I'm asking all the questions, but hold on, wait.
I'm just yeah.
So what made you know that this was the person that you should be marrying in just 3 months?
Honestly, the way we've described it over the years, I think, and if I'm 100% honest, I just didn't take a lot of stuff from guys. So like one red flag and I was out the door quick.
Oh, okay.
And I think this was kind of like God's way of sealing it quickly because
Okay.
he's the same way. So
Okay.
we kind of met, we meshed, and we and it was just like, you want to get married? Sure, let's get married. Then a kid popped up, so we got married.
Wow.
And it's kind of like what kept us together, because all of the things that we've been through, if it was not a ring attached,
Uh-huh.
we probably wouldn't still be together.
Wow.
Have you ever watched a movie and they start at the end of the movie
Mhm.
and take you like they start at the end and they take you backwards?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of like our marriage was because we got married so fast and then everything unfolded as to because I told you the story of when we met, but
Okay.
we actually had met
Yeah.
several times before.
Yeah.
How
So-
so? Where?
Okay, I'll tell one and you tell the other.
Okay.
Okay, well, one time I was in Bolingbrook at work, and I was doing some Christmas shopping in between work, and I was a cable installer, and I walked inside this clothing store. I bumped into a guy I knew. This guy was with another guy and a pregnant woman. The pregnant woman was her, and she was with her boyfriend.
Mhm. Okay.
And I always kept her in the back of my head. I was like, she was cute, but never thought nothing about it. She's pregnant. She's already taken. It's over with.
Yeah.
And then we saw each other. We're actually in a picture together, but we didn't know each other. We were at
You
an
two were
event
in the
called
picture together.
Joliet Day in Atlanta. And we were there. Deshaun won a dance contest. He was like 2. And we were there amongst each other at the same events, at the same parties, but we just never clicked. We never came together. I always saw him, but we just never talked.
Oh, then there was another time we were playing. I was at the gym playing basketball, and
Okay.
somebody brought her into the gym, and she was sitting down watching the hoop. And I looked at her and I said, "Somebody, y'all gonna stop bringing y'all ladies to the gym?" And sure enough, it unfolded. They shouldn't have did that.
Megan, you
But
used to play
yeah,
basketball, didn't you?
Yeah, I was there with a friend
Okay.
watching them play basketball and basically trying to see if any girls would get out there with the boys, but it never happened.
Okay.
so yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay. I'm gonna let. I'm
God,
gonna
God
let
did his, God did his thing. He made it. He made it so we didn't say anything to each other till it was time. Because,
tell
like I said,
everybody.
I wasn't worth 2 dimes.
Wow.
Wow,
But
that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, it's just just to admit that
Yeah.
is powerful in itself,
mhm.
because most people won't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, but that's awesome. But I had a question. You mentioned children.
Mm-hmm.
So do you where you have how many children do you have, and are they do you two of you have a child together?
Yeah. We have 9 children altogether
Oh,
Wow.
see, I
and
didn't know
three grandchildren.
that.
yeah,
But we have 4 girls together. The rest of the children are blended.
yeah.
So
Okay. Wow.
yeah,
Okay. So
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 four
out of
girls.
all nine kids, there's only 2 boys.
yeah. Boom.
Wow.
wow. So what's the
And
what's the most challenging part of blending the family together, if there's anything?
I'm gonna let you handle that.
Wow.
the hurt from the outside, the hurt, the past relationships. Uh, I won't speak on hers, but I'll speak on mine. The mother of my child. Uh, I'm not sure what she was holding on to, but that was the hardest part, trying to keep her. Um,
Mm,
what can I say? Trying to keep her to where we can co-parent, and she still respect my household, my
yeah.
wife, my other children. That was the very difficult
Okay.
at first.
Yeah. I would say just trying to normalize the situation. We don't allow the kids to use the word step.
Very good.
Um,
That's
Yeah.
good.
I come from a blended family,
Hmm.
so I never, honestly, I didn't even know what step siblings were until I got in probably almost in high school.
Okay.
And I'm the only child that my parents have together out of 8
Mhm.
kids. So
Wow.
I didn't grow up with the step word. So just trying to teach them to grow in a manner to where we're all one big happy family.
Yeah.
Like nobody is step, nobody is his, nobody is hers. We're just one
Hmm.
family. It took time, especially because we have, outside family members and we have to teach them what we're trying to instill in our family as
Mhm.
well.
Hmm.
But that was challenging at
I
first.
would probably also say my daughter, one of my daughters that lives here in Illinois, um, overcompensating. She didn't live in the house, so she would, come and go, and it would be times, you don't see her often. But when she did come around, I would try to overcompensate for the
Okay.
time that we didn't have together.
Yeah.
So there would be a lot of yes, 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 but then I'm telling her yes to something I probably told my other kids no to,
Mm,
just
yeah.
trying to be, trying to build that relationship
Yeah.
because of lost time.
Yeah. So how did that balance out? How did the other children feel when you was doing that?
That they would speak up.
Yeah.
I had I got a couple of them that come directly to me, and the
Mhm.
rest of them will go to Megan and tell what she thinks, or if Megan sees it, she'll come bring it to me, and
Okay.
just try to adjust for the best part, because there's no manual for this. I tell you, it's
Yeah.
just like everything is on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, our children are pretty vocal though. They're just like him. So if they don't like something, they gonna
Okay.
tell you. I don't
Yeah.
I don't think this is right.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
But I tell you what, the more and more over the years we involved God into the situation, it got easier.
Yeah. For
It
sure.
got
Okay.
a lot easier.
For sure.
Yeah.
He definitely calmed me down a whole lot, humbled me in some areas
Uh-huh.
because, I mean, the moment I felt like the kids were being shortened or our marriage was at odds because of the children, it was just
Wow.
oh. But
Wow. You had
thank God
to
for
ask
growth.
God in the
Thank
midst of
God for
that.
growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, Arthur, were you in church when you met Megan or no?
Um, no, I was not in church when I met Megan, but I had a on-off relationship with God. I knew
Okay.
him. My grandmother made sure I knew him, and I had dedicated my life once before and tried to get very serious and backslid.
Hmm.
So I was still running. Put it like that. I knew
Okay.
what the call. I knew what the call was, and being quite honest, I don't think I'm not even sure that I'm not still running. But I'm just trying to be 100% honest. But
Okay.
I definitely talk to him a lot more than I did back then.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So
I
another question.
But I'm just I'm just trying to be 100%
know.
transparent.
That's
Yeah,
transparent, baby.
please. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
we're all
we're
about.
all about. Yep. 'Cause
I don't want to
listen,
get on here and make nobody think I'm a pastor, or nothing, but I mean,
but that's
I'm
Megan.
100%
Megan, you're
transparent.
a pastor, right?
Yes.
Now, you being a pastor, and he is, I mean, you're in church now, correct? You're like
Yes.
Yes.
100% in church, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Now, how do you balance like being a pastor, being a mom, a wife, and you know, how does all this blend together?
With the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Because
So what does a
because
typical uh Sunday look like to you?
crazy. Sunday mornings are insane.
Okay.
I'm usually up bright and early, probably about 5 o'clock in the morning. I
Okay.
get myself ready, make sure sermons prepared, make sure my heart is prepared. Then I start waking up kids. Then I wake him up, and then it's just pandemonium until we get to in the car.
Okay.
Um, but the balance, honestly, it's an everyday growing thing.
Okay.
Um, Especially because we still have young kids.
How
So
old
there's
are they?
our youngest is 4.
Okay. Okay.
And the oldest in the house right now, Deshaun is away at school. The oldest in the house right now is 15.
Okay.
So we just have, I kind of got a lot of stuff is on the fly, but
Mhm.
I just try to make sure I'm learning because I will say at the beginning, I was failing
Okay.
horribly um, at trying to balance wife, church, kids, school, work. So it was a lot I'm
Sure.
trying to balance, but
Yeah.
trying to be completely transparent, Holy Spirit was whooping my tail
Okay.
because I was sometimes putting other things before him, sometimes putting other things before God. So it was really just me humbling myself and actually listening. I think we pray a lot. Everybody talks about praying a lot, but
Yeah.
nobody ever talks about listening to God.
Mm.
Come on.
So it's really about just listening to God and really allowing him to lead your
Yeah.
steps and let you know, which place to go and who to be at that moment. And since I've been trying to kind of relinquish my control, things
Yeah.
have been going a lot smoother with me balancing everything out.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
And Arthur, how do you? I'm gonna
Go
ask.
ahead.
Then you can go ahead. You can go. So Arthur, how do you support her in these roles?
Well, I try to be there as far as church goes as much as I can. Helping around the house when it's sermon writing time, and just try to be understanding and understand that with this higher level of calling that she had that the Lord put on her, that
Yeah.
there's going to be different attacks.
Okay.
So I try to do my best to recognize these attacks. One, before they reach her, and two, before they try to take over my mind and make me think something other than.
Yeah.
So those, just being on guard, watching her back as she goes through, whatever the Lord has her going through.
And
Okay.
honestly, I will say he's doing a great job at that.
Very
In the
very
beginning of our marriage, I think most of our fighting was face to face. But he's been doing a great job at pretty much watching our back
Okay.
in a physical sense as well as a spiritual sense. And he'll tell me, I'm not your enemy. You're not fighting me.
Wow.
We're fighting him. So don't bring it to me. We have to pay attention to what's happening. So he's been doing a great job even to open up my eyes to what we're fighting
I
spiritually.
love it.
And
Yeah.
he'll call it out, even if I don't see it within our marriage.
Okay.
That's very good.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna back it
We
up.
got turn.
I'm gonna back it up a little bit. You guys
Okay.
talked about your children. So you both have children. So I know you probably both have different parenting styles. So how do you find unity when you don't see eye to eye in your parenting structure?
Honestly, we've learned that there's a yin and a yang.
Okay.
I used to try to force and I'm bad. I'm bad at it. Okay, I am Victor's child, and, and so it's either my way or the highway. You couldn't possibly be right because you're wrong. So
Okay.
I had to learn that there's a yin and a yang. I need him in his parenting roles just as much as he needs me. And honestly, he's a lot softer on the kids than I am. I'm probably harder on them
Wow.
as far as like every day.
Okay.
But then still he come in and whisper and they all just shut down and do what he says. But I will say that's probably the biggest thing that we've learned over the years. I can't make him parent the way that I do, and
Yeah.
he can't make me parent the way that he does. They
Right.
need both. So
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Take a little bit of what my parents taught me. Take a little bit of what her parents taught her, and throw it in a bowl.
Yeah.
And
take out what we don't like.
And I figure, like I said, there's no blueprint to this.
Yeah.
And having as many children as we do have, and each one requires a different
Yep.
parenting style.
Yeah.
Right.
I can yell at one, she'll just stare at me. I yell at another one, she break down crying. So everybody
Yeah,
requires
that's
something different, and just try to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That's good. That's good. I think that's powerful because you have to weigh the balance in how you can co-parent together where they don't feel that you're overstepping or you're playing favoritism to one or the other.
Yeah.
And you continue to grow together. So that's an outstanding way you guys have learned how to grow together and just learn how to parent. Because in some instances, some people just, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna have them do this, I'm gonna have them do that, or they may say, well, I'm gonna go to dad because dad gonna say this, or I'm gonna go to mom because mom gonna say that.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, they try us every day.
Wow.
It's funny because the way that you just explained it was the way that it started off.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as, being a blended family,
Mhm.
it took a lot for her to relinquish, what's the word I want to
Control.
control.
Yeah.
With Deshaun.
Yeah.
I came in, I wanted to raise Deshaun like my uncles and my dad raised me.
Okay.
Stop being soft, stop all the crying,
Yeah.
stand up, be a man. Come on, let's take the trash out. Try first before you come ask me. That type of stuff.
Yeah.
And she wanted to.
I wasn't going.
Yeah.
And so, but as time went on,
Yeah.
we found a happy medium.
Yeah.
And he turned out to be a great kid. I've
He
been there since he
really
was
did.
2. And
Yeah.
he's what, 18 now?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he really is. I'm so proud of Deshaun. This is what, his first or second year in college?
First.
First.
First year. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really like that little guy. So now, can I ask a
Yes,
question?
you can ask a question.
Now, what's one thing that you two can never agree on, but now you have learned to laugh at?
Um,
And I'm sure y'all have a lot of laughs in your household because Arthur
Oh,
is
oh
a
my
fine.
lot.
no.
Period.
It'd be her half the time.
No, it's these kids.
Look,
Um, Honestly, the thing that and it's probably super childish, but the day
day
we
we
met,
met, yeah.
the day we met,
Well, I
Uh-huh.
think it's the 14th. You said it's the 16th.
yeah, he
The
thinks
day we went on a date, the
he
first
thinks
date.
it's October 14th, but it was October 16th. But we still fight and argue about that to this day. So we have two what we call meet-iversaries.
I love her enough to let her think she's right. So, but I mean, for me, there's a host of things
Yeah.
that we never can agree about, and I learned to pick my battles.
Okay.
You know what? I 100% I can know you're wrong, but if it ain't worth fighting over, yeah, baby, you're right.
Yep. Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, Peter. Yeah.
That's it, babe.
Honestly, I think we've reached a point in our marriage to where we can argue and like I'd be ready to choke him, but then like 2, 3 hours later, it's just like, well, what were we talking about again? Because we we used to threaten each other so much with the D word. We don't say that word.
Mhm.
Early on in our marriage,
You gotta clear that up. Tell them what the
okay,
D
the
word.
divorce word.
Okay. Clear that up. Clear that.
Yeah, Lord,
No,
the
we just
divorce
talking
word.
about
We've been delivered. You can say it now.
But we would throw it out so frequently. So we banned that word. Even in an argument, we banned that word. And now it's to the point to where we ain't gonna leave each other. So whatever we arguing about, we'll work it out. Like
Mhm.
it's just one of those things. It doesn't make sense to drag stuff along. The Bible tells us not to go, to bed angry anyways, even though I go to bed irritated.
Nah, angry.
Irritated. Not angry though.
That's good.
That is
It's
so.
crazy. Just to shed a little light on what she said about the divorce word. I mean, I promise you, from the time we got married in January 2nd. I promise you, the first 4 months, we probably
15 times. At
15
least
times
15
divorce.
times.
Well,
Wow.
look, first it started off with the annulment word because I didn't know her, she didn't know me, we didn't know what we had done.
Yeah.
We said annulment, we said divorce. We went and got the papers, leave them on the kitchen table,
Wow.
just trying to call each other bluff.
No, he was trying to call my bluff and didn't think I
Okay.
was gonna fill him out. I filled him out.
And look, then she'll set them back on the table, they'll sit on the table, and then I'll look at her and say, you hungry? And then
And that's what kept her.
that's it. You hungry?
Uh-huh.
That's all.
That's it.
That's funny. That
It's
that
definitely
definitely
been
kept her.
a journey.
Peter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good. The willingness to, even though you were going through that struggle back and forth, that willingness to just really have a conversation about it and just
Yeah.
really talk about it, I think
Mhm.
helps a lot because a lot of people just went off and left and not really, even though you struggled in that and you had the conversation, but the love that you had for one another just kept you guys together. It wasn't like that conflict threw you over the road, over the loop. It just kept you there where you know.
I think the
This is the
kid kept
person.
them. They said they had a kid.
You said no, actually, I the Malia probably, and she was the one that the first child that we had together.
Yeah.
She
Mhm.
probably made me look at her and her look at me a little bit longer, just to keep our attention. But I wouldn't say things didn't start to plateau until we met one of Megan's friends. We had went started. It was a marriage group, and we all went to this marriage group, and I was reluctant to go, but I went, and I realized she wasn't crazy. That a lot of the things we dealt with,
Uh-huh.
a lot of marriages dealt with.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I honestly, I thought it was just her.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought I didn't never took the time to look at myself, and that's
Okay.
another weird place I was wrong.
Yeah.
But just listening to people
Yeah.
and saying that, man, I got to look at myself
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Wow.
it's not all about me. I have to look at her. We have to work. We got to work together. But once I realized that the trick of the enemy
Yeah.
and all the things that he used,
Yep.
man, at that point in time, I said, I got to do better.
Yeah.
And I realized it's going to start. It has to start with me
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
ahead.
And honestly, that was probably the turning point of our marriage, because the enemy kind of tries to isolate us.
Yep.
Especially married people, we don't like to admit when stuff happens. We don't like to find somebody, what the Bible tells us, wise counsel.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
kind of try to keep everything together, or we tell the wrong people, like our family members,
Yeah.
and things of that nature. So us going to this marriage group, it was completely open and transparent. Everybody talked. We put our, issues in a hat. They, took them out. We talked about it, and
Wow.
it kind of allowed us to see that you're not the only one fighting. You're not the only one going
Wow.
through these issues. So just being around other married Christian
That's
people
good.
put us in a
Yeah.
position to kind of stop fighting as much. Because like you said, I thought he was crazy. He thought I was crazy.
Right.
But when you see everybody crazy,
You
it
see
makes
all
it a
everything.
little easier.
We laughed together, we cried together,
Yeah.
and these are people,
We're
walked
still
through the
friends
door.
too.
I didn't know them.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
didn't know that. Megan knew a couple people,
Wow.
but man, when I tell you, it was just like transparent, all open, tears, and then you
Wow.
laughing one minute, you crying one minute, then
Yeah.
you got real life screaming back and forth, and just
Yeah.
around people that you love, and then they bring you back down to earth.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, everybody praying, snotting and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, it's truly what you guys are doing on your podcast.
Yes.
Just
Mhm.
bringing marital issues, to the forefront, and allowing
Yeah.
people to see that they're not alone, and
Yeah.
that these things are real.
Bridging them hearts.
That's good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it because that's what I was getting ready to lead into. That a lot of couples, a lot of married couples, go through this because they assume that they're the only one that are going through this,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
or no one knows what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you see other couples that are going through the same thing
Yeah.
that you're going through, and they see how you work through that issue, how you guys come together, and they're like, wow, he actually
Yeah.
does the same thing I do. She actually does the same thing I do, and we can, we can
Mhm.
figure it out. We can work it out, and we
Yeah.
can make this thing work. We don't have to assume that we're the only one going through this
Yeah.
issue or having this problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people don't like being honest and open because they think they're the only one going through, when really, when you are honest and open, you find out that she's not crazy. You're not
Right.
crazy. And so it really helps to be around like-minded individuals or other
It
people,
does.
so
It
that
does.
you can, that's the only way you're going to grow, is when you're around other people, because you don't grow in isolation. So yeah,
Correct.
Mhm.
that's good. So now, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we're gonna deal with some date nights.
Yeah,
okay?
that's what I was gonna
So-
say.
okay.
Yeah.
After years of marriage, so what's your go-to to keep your date night going? What you guys like to do, have fun on your downtime?
Honestly, because of the fact that our family is so large,
Mhm.
we don't we go on date nights, we go on
We
our
just went to the
little
movies yesterday.
Yeah, we did. It was spontaneous, but
Because I'm spontaneous.
honestly though, we have our best fun when we're going to Menards.
Wow. Right. Wow.
Menards?
We make the best out of every moment that we get by ourselves,
Yeah.
because we're never alone. So
Okay.
walking through Menards, just being two kids basically running up and down aisles, just joking, being silly. We just have the best time when it's a spontaneous moment. We do
Wow.
plan date nights, but we don't get that many spontaneous moments in our
Okay.
marriage because it's so packed with all of
Yeah.
our children. So
Yeah.
those spontaneous moments mean
Wow.
a lot to us.
And if we do get a moment, 9 times out of 10, we're going to be going somewhere to eat.
To eat. Yes.
And
That is my favorite.
but we go. I mean, we travel out. We go to go to Chicago or any of the suburbs, uh, just to find something.
You know,
We'll
we
travel
travel.
anywhere to eat.
But I mean, and other than that, we try to go on 2 vacations a year,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
ourselves, and then one with the kids, or either to be two
Okay.
with the kids and one with ourselves. But we're definitely going to get away from the kids at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some point.
I hear you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So Menards, huh? So when if I ever see y'all in Menards, I'm gonna just be like, okay, I'm gonna leave them alone.
Right. Don't bother them. They on the
Yeah,
date.
don't bother
They
them.
on the date.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Go ahead, Lucky.
Now you ask the last question.
No,
No.
you got 2 questions.
No.
2 questions to ask.
Oh, we got 2 more.
Yes. love,
Okay,
go ahead.
so what would your legacy? What would you want your children to say about your parenting style? What do you want to leave them with? Like, what would they say about their parents?
I'll let you go first.
Um, I just want it to click. I
Mm-hmm.
want as they get older, I want them to see everything that they thought I was being a mean dad or misunderstood dad, or I mean, I was misunderstanding them. I just want them to say, you know what, this is what dad was trying to show me.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
want them to understand why dad was absent so much as far as being at work, because I want them to understand that I mean, you got to work hard for what you want. You create a responsibility, you take care of that responsibility. Uh, and really, for my boys, I want them to see how to take care of a family. And for my girls, I want them to see what it's like to be taken care of and
Wow.
That's
be
good.
led by Christ.
Wow.
That's good.
Um, and
Wow.
honestly, from my standpoint, growing up as they are in the church, um, and seeing so much from different adults within the church, my goal is to show them what it looks like for real.
Okay.
Um, I want them to be able to look at us and look at the Bible and say they did it. They're
Wow.
trying. Because so many times we're a people that say, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Mm-hmm.
But I want them to do as I say and as I do. We try really hard to be the example. We try very hard to be transparent with our children. We sit down, we have hard conversations. So I just want them to know that we really tried to be the best that we could be, to really show them what it looks like to walk it out as a Christian and still have a life
Wow.
and but just be real.
Wow. So with you, do you think, like, say, Deshaun and the older children, do you think that your marriage model in a way that they want what you have?
Honestly, I think they grew up with us in the thick of things. So I think they've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And because we are as transparent as we are with them, we've told them we were wrong,
Mhm.
here.
Okay.
That's not how this should have went. That's not what that should look like.
Yeah.
Um, and he sat down and talked with Deshaun. We've had talks with the girls as far as what a wife looks like, what a husband looks like, the mistakes that we make. We
Very
just
good.
try to be as
Yeah.
open and transparent as we can with our kids in
Yeah.
admitting our wrongs and also letting them see us love, letting them see us, have conversations that are not pretty,
Hmm.
and just allowing them to see that you decide what you want, but we're going to show you all of us.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's go ahead, Arthur. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just say it's one thing that I try or I talk to my kids about, especially the older ones, the girls, I should say. Of course, I talk. Megan and I make sure that Deshaun treat a woman
Yes.
like a queen.
Hmm.
Yeah. We don't play those games.
Okay, but you rarely hear teach your daughters how to treat a man like a king, the
Wow.
right man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's there's such a disconnect, and I know there's probably a broader audience, but I can only talk about the ones that I know.
Yeah.
But as far as that's the disconnect in the black relationships, the culture. Uh, it's so one-sided now because we never teach the young lady treat him like a king.
Yeah,
We
that's
always
so good.
young man treat her like a queen.
Mhm.
So I think there's an imbalance in that.
Yeah.
So we try to be
Yeah.
equal with the two.
Yeah, even in the way, I mean, of course, growing up, we saw our parents, our mothers fix your dad's plate, make, go do, and kind of cater. But we talk, like my girls ask me, why do you make dad's plate? Why do you do this? And it's just a conversation of just being open as a parent to say, well, this is how I show him I appreciate him.
Yeah.
He's went out, he's worked all these hours, he paid for this stuff, so I'm gonna appreciate him.
Yeah.
So just having those conversations too.
Wow.
And by the way, those things she said she do are not mandatory.
No.
I can definitely do it on my own, but I appreciate what's done.
That's very good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Tell them, honey, I do that too.
Look at you.
Tell 'em, honey, it's not mandatory.
It's not mandatory. I used to cook. But my wife does all the cooking now. I really appreciate it. And I tell that all the time.
Yeah.
And I
it's
love
good
it.
too.
It's good. But getting back to the conversation we're just discussing, I applaud you both because a lot of married couples don't show their children how marriage actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Even what the Bible says of marriage is,
Mhm.
and how a man should treat a woman, how a woman should treat a man.
Mm-hmm.
And you all are instilling that in them. Well, they'll know. Well, they'll have a boundary to go by. Is saying, well, this is how a man should treat a woman. This is how a woman should treat a man. And knowing that when you love yourself enough, you can set those boundaries, know what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love the way you all has brought that together, where you can show the vulnerability
Mm-hmm.
in your marriage and in your relationship with your kids, so they can see. Because how are they going to learn to adjust to conflict and issues if they don't see you guys do that? And if you don't show them, even though me and mom may have this disagreement, this is how we're going to resolve this conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're going to resolve it the right way, opposed to just walking out, leaving out,
Wow.
or abuse of or this and that. But you are doing it in a godly way where they can see
Wow.
there is a way that we can work this out and still become one and still flourish in our relationship.
Yeah.
So I applaud you both for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
'Cause if we get too loud in the conversation or a little bit of argument, they will come let you know, hey, y'all getting a little too loud. Y'all.
Wow.
And the baby first. She gonna be the first one.
No, y'all stop.
Yeah.
Wow. That is very good.
That's awesome. So I have one last question.
Yeah.
So what is one piece of advice you'll give the couples who are trying to make their marriage last or strive?
Ooh.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Keep folks out of your business.
Ooh.
And when I say keep folks out of your business, I mean you got a couple that you can share your scars with, and I mean what's the word I want to use?
Wise counsel.
Yeah, get with your wise counsel, share your situation and back forth, but don't go tell mama, don't go tell daddy, because when you begin to forgive, mama isn't always so quick to forgive. And
that's so true.
And just to be transparent, I would go tell my mama, she crazy. I don't know what I did. And I would do it so often early on to the point where she said, don't come tell me nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Because as soon as everything is fine over there, I'm over here mad by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't even my marriage.
And your mom said that.
Yes.
Wow.
My mom said, don't tell me nothing else. That's your marriage. You married, you figure it out.
Wow, very good.
And from my standpoint, I just said, mentioned something on Sunday. I think so much we're focused on culture instead of Bible when we're supposed to be Christians in marriage. And the Bible shows us that marriage is not meant to be all hunky dory, happy, happy, lovey, lovey all the time. Marriage was designed in the Bible to make you holy. So it's pieces of you that have to die and they get revealed in the mirror of your spouse.
Hmm.
So when you see conflicts arise in your spouse and they're repetitive and they're coming up over and over again, it's something in you that God is trying to reveal to begin to make you holy in that area.
My God.
And we look at our spouses and we just try to argue it out because you did it. You're the reason. You're the problem. When in actuality, it's you. God is trying to show you
Well,
something.
come on.
So we have to look at our marriages as a biblical principle and a biblical concept to create us into the beings we're meant to be by his standards. And
Mhm.
also understanding that we have seasons, just like the world, the earth has seasons, so will your marriage.
Right.
Every 3 to 4 months, you're going to change. Your needs are going to change. Your wants are going to change. Everything you're going through is going to change. So
Yeah.
understanding that you need to have regular conversations in your
Yeah.
marriage. What do you need? What am I doing? What am I not doing? So that way you're producing a space to where you can grow with the seasons and you're
Yeah.
not leaving somebody behind.
My-
I was reading a book. We're reading a book by Dr. Tony Evans. I think it was called Kingdom Marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This man said he was talking to the men. He said, your wife should be a reflection of your relationship with Christ.
Come on.
And that was 100% true at that moment of my life because my relationship was blah and my marriage was blah because I was putting out blah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that hit deep for me when he said that.
Yeah. Yeah, you get
Dad.
back what you put in marriage. And I
Yep.
think we're taught to go into marriage to see what we can get, but marriage is all about what you can give. And
Yeah.
we had to learn that the hard way. But if
Mhm.
you can go into your marriage understanding that this is a vessel of servitude, I
Mhm.
think you'll understand it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing.
Okay.
Oh my God. I mean, because
Okay.
there was a whole bunch given to me, but these two things, uh, I had to stop praying and asking God to fix her.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And
Yes.
what was brought to me was that come to me and tell me about you.
Mm.
Right.
How can I fix you? If I
Mhm.
can fix you, everything else will fall in place.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
And I mean, I would go to God and, Lord, she ain't doing this. Lord, she ain't doing that. Lord, she ain't doing this. And one day it was like, what are you doing?
doing.
Ooh. Yeah.
That is
That's
awesome.
very
And
good.
That is very good.
Okay.
so,
One last question. I sound like a
mhm.
pastor.
Yeah.
This is my clothes. No, this is my clothes. But no, one last question, Megan. What would you say Arthur, I'm gonna ask you the same thing, but
Mhm.
from a male perspective. But Megan,
Okay.
what would you say to a single woman preparing for marriage, somebody that just wants to be married, and what would you say to her to, because she's waiting for God to send her that person, her husband?
Learn
How
to
does
love
she
you.
prepare?
I would say learn to love you. Because as women, we try so much to love another person, but until you love you, until you're okay with the woman that you are,
Yeah,
you can't really give out love because you don't even know how to give it to yourself.
there you
That is
So until you're in a place of loving you and loving your quirks, loving your flaws, loving your traumas, and growing through that, God is still preparing you.
go. Yeah.
And just allow God to prepare you. It's okay. I just told a young lady the other day on my job, until you are okay by yourself, going places by yourself,
Mhm.
happy by yourself, you don't need a man.
Okay.
Because you have to allow God to prepare you with you. When you're prepared all by yourself, then he can allow that Boaz to come. And until then, let him keep working on you.
Wow. Okay, Arthur. That's very good, Megan.
Mine in simplest terms is pretty much the same thing. I would say establish your relationship with Christ first,
Hmm.
and get deliverance in the areas where you need deliverance, and begin to fight these spirits before you commit to anybody. Uh,
Okay, so
because
Arthur, what if he don't know what deliverance is? I mean, what?
then I would just keep it simple. Establish your relationship with Christ first.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
Ask God to how to be a good steward of a wife before you ask for a wife, or before you allow one to come into your life,
Hmm.
because not knowing how to
Mhm.
treat what he gives you,
Hmm.
or receiving this wife out of season, could be the long way. It
Yeah.
could be them, well, 40 years in the wilderness,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
that type of thing. So
Yeah.
just establish your relationship with Christ first, because those things that you struggle with are going to be just as hard
Yeah.
on in a marriage. So you have to begin to work on those things before you make a commitment to a wife.
Yeah. And deliverance going to come through that. But yeah, just in case
Hmm.
they don't know what it is,
Yes.
that's what's going to come forth through that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Commit
awesome.
yourself to Christ before you commit to any woman,
Yeah.
or any woman to any man.
Hmm.
But I just wanted to say, because I love what you said about loving yourself, because that kind of reflects back what I'm thinking about myself. Because after the divorce I was in, I had to learn to love again, to love myself in order for me to go forward. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able. I didn't want to get into another relationship until I learned how to love myself and then have a relationship with God.
Hmm.
And actually it took 4 years for that to happen.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just love what you said. Marriage is about servitude,
Hmm.
about serving one another. And a lot of people get that misconception that, oh, you're supposed to serve me,
Hmm.
when that's not what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I
Yep.
just love the way, you guys broke that down, and being understanding about this is the steps you need to take
Yeah.
in order to prepare yourself for a marriage.
Hmm.
And even with being a steward of your wife, that's just like being a steward over your finances. If
Mhm.
you
Hmm.
abuse your finances, guess what? You're gonna go broke.
Mm.
So
Hmm.
it's the same thing, and you're gonna lose that money. Same thing,
Yeah.
you steward over your wife. If you don't steward your wife properly, guess what? You're gonna lose her, and that's
Yeah.
Hmm.
the bottom line. So we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it real. You have to.
Good. Yeah.
But God has really worked on you, the both of you, on how to manage that
Yeah.
and how to intertwine that to become one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what I love about this conversation that we're having today, because you all are breaking it down and giving people that avenue and that, the directions that they need to take
Yeah.
in that step, when even if they think they're going the wrong way, but by you establishing and showing the steps that God has provided for you, that He can provide for them.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
just that I want to commend both of you all for that information that you
Yeah.
got. That's great.
Thank you.
Truly, to God be the glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
But thank you all so much. This was great. And I knew I was going to learn something that I did not know. I've been knowing Megan all my life. This was very, very, very good. I do appreciate you all for coming on.
Not a
no problem.
problem.
Well, let me say I commend both of you for
Yes.
what you are doing for
Yes.
God's covenant with people,
Yeah.
and this is like very much needed.
Yeah.
I can't wait till y'all blow all the way up, because the world needs y'all.
And
Wait,
Definitely
what's
do.
that song? I started from the bottom, now we here. But
yeah.
no, Thank you all so much. We appreciate
But
that.
yes, this has been an awesome
Not a problem.
conversation.
Anytime. Anytime.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to just want to speak to little us.
Yeah, right
You
now.
know,
Oh, stop
Pretty
it.
soon we gonna have to make appointments.
but no, and we just, I mean, we love the wisdom and the, you know, the encouragement that you've been giving us,
Yeah.
we're praying that people see this
Yes.
and then they can get a grips on what marriage truly is
Yeah.
and how to survive it and how to make it flourish.
Mhm.
Because I mean, you guys have put it all together, and people got to understand. People got to understand that you never master marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right? You guys having those conversations and those checkups every 4 months, every 3 months, every whatever it is. But you having that checkup to understand, what do I need to work on? What things do you see in me? What things can I help you with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the things that I love that you guys are doing, that you can show
Doing the
other
work.
couples
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
they can master, well, not master, but how they can develop their relationship and
Yeah.
change and grow together. So I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In growth, there's change. She is not the same person I met 16 years ago, and I hope I'm not the same person she met 16 years ago. So
Right.
you,
Yeah.
you gotta, marriage is never the same.
Yeah.
I don't even know who she's gonna be in the morning.
You got a whole 24 hours to figure it out.
I mean, yeah, babe, you're right.
You are thanks once again. Thank you so much. We do
Appreciate
appreciate you too.
Not a
Okay.
problem.
Not a
Thank you
problem. We
guys.
love
Enjoy the rest of
y'all.
your morning.
Okay, have a
All
great
right.
day now.
Wow, what an awesome, awesome conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that you guys learn. I mean, we've learned a lot, just even the
Mhm.
conversations that we've had.
Yeah.
Just a refresher
Mhm.
to what we need to do and what we could help our relationship to grow further.
Yeah.
So we want to thank
Megan.
Megan and Arthur for coming on and joining us this morning. It's been an awesome time, and we really, really appreciate it. So we hope that they said something that may encourage you, that you can know that you can continue to go forward. And even if you're in a situation where you're looking to remarry, knowing there is a second chance, knowing that there's someone out there, but knowing how to go about it.
Yeah.
And they have, even if you have a couple, children, but how to blend it together, how to work together. So they have put all of that
They put
out
the
there,
work in.
all
Yeah.
of it out there. And they put that work in.
Mhm.
So knowing that it can be done. So
Yeah.
if you love this, share it.
Like, share,
if you have
yeah.
someone that you know that may be
Comment,
going
yeah.
through some of the certain same situation,
Mhm.
share this, where they can be encouraged, where they can be uplifted, where they can
Yeah.
get directions on what they need to do.
Amen.
Amen.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you all so much for coming on. Thank you all for your support, for the likes, the shares. We do appreciate each of you. And you all have a wonderful morning.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Every baby, I'm sorry. It's all part of the story.